button.
Hello
That
YouTube,
button.
I think I got you back, but it puts you onto
I'm trying to
another
get
feed, which
two
I
things
wanted
done
a
at
nice
once.
block of. I'm
There we
here
go,
for
right.
2 hours, so I wanted a nice block of 2-hour feed from on YouTube. I'm not going to get that.
And what
today.
an anticlimax.
No, hello.
No, that's...
Hello
it seems
YouTube, I
to
think I got you
be
back, but it puts you
falling
onto
over
another
and then
feed,
making
which
a new
I
feed.
wanted a nice block of.
I'm not even
been-
sure if it's
I'm here
making
for
a
2
new
hours.
feed. I think it's just
So
falling
I
over
wanted a
and
nice
buggering
block
on.
of 2-hour feed
My
from on
technical
YouTube.
advisor is
I'm not gonna
on
get
the
that
scene.
today.
Yes,
No.
absolutely.
No,
That worked really
that's-
well in
it seems
Iran
to
too.
Falling
Now my
over
technical
and then
advisor
making a new
is
feed.
ChatGPT,
I'm
so
not even sure
it's
if
just
making a
me
new
trying to
feed. I
work
think
it
it's
out.
just falling over
It may
and
take a
buggering
few
on.
days. You're just gonna.
My
bear with-
technical advisor is on.
Okay, let's do some
Yes,
cosmic
absolutely.
weather.
That worked really well in Iran
Let's
too.
do some cosmic weather.
Now my technical advisor is ChatGPT, so it's just me trying to work it out. It may take a few days. We're just gonna bear with me. Okay, let's do some cosmic weather. Cosmic weather, because we had all the lunar eclipse stuff. Right, we've done the lunar eclipse in Virgo. Did you see it? Did anybody see it? That would have been nice to see. We've had the full moon in Virgo. I've got a
weather,
because we had all the lunar eclipse stuff. Right,
Substack,
we've done the lunar eclipse.
Yes, bloody
Virgo.
marvellous.
Did you see it? Did
Bloody
anybody see it?
marvellous.
That would have been nice to see.
Can put a
We've had
northern
the full moon
accent
in
to it.
Virgo.
Little bit of a
I've
Brummy
got
accent.
a-
It's bloody marvellous. Bloody marvellous, the blood moon. Blood
Substack.
bloody marvellous. Bloody marvellous, the blood moon.
That's probably
Blood worm.
blown out
It's a worm.
YouTube again.
The blood worm moon
I'm going to
eclipse.
cry. I want to do my moon eclipse thing. OBS has just fallen over, and now it's reconnecting. I don't care. Okay, let's not. YouTube, if you go, come back, go.
Blown out.
Find me on
again.
.moon.rocks. You can find it there.
Okay.
Okay. I want to
Where
do
was
my
I?
moon eclipse thing.
Oh
It
yes.
says it's live.
The blood moon eclipse. How to watch the
Okay, let's not.
sky bleed
YouTube, if you
at
go,
an
come
ungodly
back,
hour.
go.
Yeah, it was
Find
late
me
last night.
on
and I didn't.
.moon.rocks.
I watched
You
it
find it there.
rise.
Okay.
It's like, where was I?
Oh yes.
Okay, so here we go again. The cosmic has
How to
decided,
watch the
quite without consulting
sky
any of us,
bleed at an ungodly
never does.
hour.
It's not really a
Yeah, it
consulting
was
sort of
late
thing.
last night, and I
To
didn't.
put on a
watched
spectacular
it
show at a
rise.
sort of hour normally reserved for insomniacs. Okay, so here we go
And,
again.
the cosmic has
Yes,
decided
people
quite
who've made
without
questionable
consulting any of
choices
us.
at a curry house. I can't
Never
spell
does.
curry.
It's not really
Yeah, my
a
spelling. I
consulting
put this together rather
To
quickly.
put on a spectacular show at a sort of hour normally
yes.
reserved for insomniacs.
Tonight's celestial offerings,
And,
that was last night,
yes.
is the blood.
People who've
Made
made
questionable
questionable
choices at a
moon
curry
eclipse.
house.
You
I
start
can't
by
spell
saying that
curry.
really quick. Yeah, my spelling. I
Frankly,
put this
it's
together
an
rather
absolute banger.
even if your alarm is not.
Okay, so
Let's begin
yes.
with the name. The
tonight's
worm moon.
celestial offerings,
Of all the
that was last
evocative,
night,
poetic
blood
monikers that
full blood humanity
worm
might
moon
have
eclipse.
chosen.
You start by
The
saying
Thoring moon. I was trying to come up with
Frankly, it's an
other
absolute
names than
banger,
the worm.
even if your
All right.
alarm is not.
I
Okay,
do understand that the worm
let's
is
begin
very,
with the
very
name,
important,
the
especially
worm.
in agriculture.
Of
The
all
awakening
evocative,
moon.
poetic monikers
How about
that
the moon
humanity
of
might have
lingering
chosen.
cider?
The Thoring
misery.
moon. I was trying to come up
Those
with
of you who
other names
drink
than
lots
the
of
worm.
cider. The name comes from earthworms that
How about
begin to
the
surface
moon of
as the ground
lingering
softens
cider
after winter,
Yeah.
which is
For those of you
charming
who
in a boots on,
drink lots of
muddy hand
cider.
sort of way,
Yeah.
but historians have traced it back to a guy named Jonathan Carter.
The name
Captain
comes from earthworms
Jonathan
that
Carter,
begin to surface
who in the
as the ground
1760s
softens
noted
after winter.
it referred
Which is
to
charming
beetle
in a
larvae,
boots on, muddy hand
larvae
sort of way, but
emerging from the thawing bark.
historians have traced
Either
it
way,
back to a
worms.
guy
All right,
named
it's just like
Jonathan Carter.
what?
Captain
You start
Jonathan
researching it, and it gets
Carter,
obscure on
who
you.
in the
So I did
1760s
research it, and I thought,
noted
"No, this is
it
ridiculous."
referred to
We've named
beetle
March's
larvae,
full moon after
larvae
worms.
emerging from
Okay.
the thawing bark.
So,
Either way, worms.
The,
All
right, it's just like what?
Six.
You start researching it, and it gets obscure.
6:38
So
a.m.
I did research it.
Oh, that's on the eastern seaboard. Yes,
it
it
was
named
11
March's full
something
moon
or other.
after
Ah,
worms.
I got
Okay.
time. I got
So,
time wrong. I think it was
the
11:30
six-
English, but I think this is wrong. But anyway, it was
6:38
basically
a.m.
11:38.
Oh, that's
I
on
think
the
in
eastern
UK
seaboard.
time.
Yes,
And I was trying to
11
put in American
something
time
or
as
other.
well. But
I got
you would have seen it better
I got
in
time
the
wrong. I
eastern
think it was
seaboard of
11:30
America.
in English,
You'd have
yeah,
had
but I
the
think this is
whole
wrong.
eclipse
But
thing
anyway,
going on.
it was basically
Okay.
11:38, I think, in UK time.
Blood moon.
and I was trying to put
sounds
in American
spooky,
time
but it's
as
not
well.
actually.
But
It's a genuinely
you would have
impressive
seen it
thing
better
that
in
the natural
the
world can
eastern
produce
seaboard
on a
of
weekday.
America.
I mean,
You'd have
like,
the
okay,
whole
the Earth
eclipse
slides
thing going
between
on.
the sun and the moon,
Okay,
casting its shadow across the
blood
lunar surface, and the moon
sounds
turns
spooky,
a
but
deep
it's not actually
coppery red.
It's a genuinely
It doesn't
impressive
disappear,
thing
it doesn't
that
go
the
dark,
natural
it just
world
glows
can
red.
produce on a weekday.
It's very
Across the
much
lunar
like an
surface,
omen,
and the moon turns
like
deep
some crimson
coppery
theatre.
red. It doesn't disappear, it doesn't go dark.
I
it
was
just
like,
glows
okay,
red.
this
Like
is
the whole,
very much of.
It's
It can be an omen for all kinds of
like
things.
blood
I mean,
moons.
we've had a pretty
It's very
exciting
much like
global
an
theatre
omen.
happening
Like
from the
some
1st of March,
crimson
28th of February.
I was
So
like, okay,
it's kind
this is
very
deep
much
and
of-
meaningful.
It can be an omen for all kinds of things. I mean, we've had a pretty.
It's
What you're seeing, in other words, is the light of every dawn and dusk on Earth at once, reflected back to you from 330,000
So
acres.
it's kind of
Lots and lots of kilometres away. I don't even like working in kilometres. I was trying to work it out in miles, and then I got all sort of irritated with the
What
whole
you're
system.
seeing, in other words, is the
So,
light of
just
every
don't
dawn
get
and dusk
emotional
on Earth at once.
Okay,
reflected
now
back
it's
to
called
you
something
from
called Rayleigh scattering.
330,000
The same phenomenon that makes
Lots and lots of
sunsets
kilometres
red.
away. I don't even like
It's
working in
responsible for the
kilometres.
moon's.
I was trying to work it out in miles,
colour.
and then I got all
Shorter blue
irritated with the whole
wavelengths
system.
scatter about
Same
the red
phenomenon that
depends on
makes
how much
sunsets
dust
red.
and cloud is
It's
lurking.
responsible for the moon's
Uh,
blood moon's colour.
The recent volcanic
Shorter blue
eruptions
wavelengths
around the world
scatter
can make
about away
the
in
moon
our
go
atmosphere.
to
The longer
extraordinary
wavelengths
deep
bathe around the Earth.
Conversely, a
and
very
illuminate
clear
the moon.
Earth,
The recent volcanic
Earth's
eruptions
weather as a
around the
costume.
world can make the moon
That is
go
kind
to
of
extraordinary
all right
deep
then.
burgundies.
That's nice,
Conversely,
dear.
a very clear atmosphere.
Right.
gives you a
So
brighter
first, it's the
orange.
only total lunar eclipse of this year.
Tonight is essentially
The next
your
one won't dress us
the
until
Earth
2028.
as a Earth weather as a
So
costume.
you'll, that's
It's
a
kind
New
of-
Year's Eve,
yeah,
2028. That's kind of that will be
That's
a good
nice,
year. So right.
Yeah,
So
it's
first,
worth
it's the only
worth a
total
look.
lunar eclipse of this year.
If you're in the right
next one
area
won't
of the
dress
world.
us. So the
Until
right area was
2028.
primary in the Pacific, North,
so you'll-
Central,
yeah,
East
that's a
Asia, and
New Year's
Australia.
Eve,
There's a
2028.
tantalising
That's kind
possibility
that will be
of
a good year.
witnessing
So,
a Celine Leon.
It's worth
Sounds
a
like a
look.
Celine Dion.
If you're
But
in the
there's
right
a generally
area of the world.
bonkers
So the right
optical
area was
phenomenon which
primary
is
in the
due to
Pacific,
atmospheric
North,
refraction,
Central,
where you see
East
both
Asia,
the fully
Australia.
eclipsed red moon and
Tantalising
the rising
possibility
sun
of
above the horizon at the
witnessing
same time.
a
I've got to look for
Celine
photographs of that because that sounds
like a
amazing.
Celine Dion.
It should be impossible.
But there's
The,
generally
the moon ought to be
bonkers
below the
optical
horizon when the
phenomenon
sun's
which
up,
is due to
and yet
atmospheric
the Earth's
refraction,
atmosphere
where you see
bends
both
light enough
fully eclipsed
to make
red
both
moon
visible
and the rising sun
simultaneously.
above the horizon at the
which
same time.
I've
I
got to
can't
look for
spell
photographs.
another
of that,
spelling
because that sounds
I
amazing.
meant to give that.
It
Ah,
should be
I know what I
impossible.
didn't do. I didn't give
the
it
moon
to
ought to be below the horizon
Grammarly
when
to
the
sort
sun's
it out
out.
all the.
I'm a Nazi.
Ah,
Very sorry.
Another spelling.
Okay, so in other
to give
words,
that-
the
I
yes,
know
the
what I
sun.
didn't do. I didn't give it
The
to
moon ought to be horizon when
Grammarly
the
to
sun's
sort
up,
it
and
out
yet
all the-
the Earth
the
bends light.
gradually-
So all those flat
Um,
earthers out there will
the
have a
spelling
have a field
errors
day
out.
with this because
Sorry.
oh, it's
this is
obviously it's
grammar
fake.
Nazi. Very sorry.
Okay,
Because
so
it's-
in other words,
it's refraction.
yes, the
Basically,
sun.
light is
The
amazing.
moon ought to be horizon when the sun's up.
By
and
the
yet
time
the Earth
totalitarian
bends light.
begins,
So all those flat earthers out there will have a field day with this because oh, it's obviously it's fake. The moon will have long since made
because
its
it's
dignified
refraction.
exit
Basically,
below
light
the
is
western
amazing.
horizon. So we're not going to see it.
By the time
last night. So
totalitarian begins,
I didn't hang around. I just watched the moon
totalitarian
rise, and I thought, well, that's about it for me.
So, guys,
The
I hope
moon
there's
will
lots of
have long
photographs.
since made its dignified exit below
so,
the western
Right,
horizon.
what have we got?
So we're not
The
going to
moon
see
sits
it
in the
last
constellation
night. So
Leo,
I didn't
with the
hang
bright
around,
star
I just watched
Regulus.
Astrologers, meanwhile, will note
Right, what have we got?
eclipse
The moon
falls
sits
in
in the
Virgo.
constellation Leo.
Full moon opposed
bright
sign,
star
which apparently
Regulus
makes it a especially powerful
its
one for
company.
examining your
A
routines
royal
around diet
audience
and well-being. You
for
know how I
city
feel about this. It's like astrologers.
Does it mean that for you
meanwhile, will
personally?
note
Maybe, maybe not.
eclipse falls in
so
Virgo. Is it a good idea to
moon
examine your
opposed sign, which
routines around
apparently
diet
makes
and
it
well-being?
especially powerful
Absolutely.
one for examining
You
your
can do that
routines
anytime.
around diet and well-being.
You know
But,
how I feel about this.
Yeah,
like,
4 a.m. watching
does
the
it mean
sky
that
go
for
red
you
is
personally?
perhaps
Maybe, maybe not.
I'm not going to give
so
you a really good.
Is it a good idea
There we
to
go.
examine your routines
All right, the
around
crow
diet and
moon
well-being?
There's a
Absolutely.
better word than it, basically the work.
The sap
But,
moon, the sugar moon,
Yeah,
maybe,
4 a.m. watching
marking
the
when
sky
the
go red
maple
is
sap
perhaps
begins to flow. and the rather poignant sore eyes moon of the Dakota and Lakota people. See, I do my research, and I think Dakota and Lakota peoples are Indian, American Indian people, and they call it the sore eyes moon, which I thought was particularly rather poignant sore eyes descriptive. It refers to the blinding glare of sunlight, and I think Dakota and Lakota peoples are Indian. So each name is a small window of they call information from the lives of the people watching the same sky, but it's all around the world. It refers to the blinding glare of sunlight.
Yeah, so it's like
late winter snow.
do it.
So if each name is a kind of small window, it's something to make a ritual of from the lives of the people watching the same sky, but it's all. But it was the blood same season eclipse.
Yeah, so it's like if you do it,
I like these things. It doesn't require me to get emotionally involved, and I just can go, and that's what I was looking at. But it was let's play some Wandering Alone. I have no idea whether whether YouTube is on or not. It's flickering on and off, and I think the technology may be a little bit beyond. That's wonderful, but we shall keep trying. Right, let's play some Wandering Alone. I have no idea whether YouTube is on or not. It's flickering on and off, and I think the technology may be a little bit beyond. But we shall keep trying.
This world seems designed to lose all you can hold, letting go of what since birth you've been sold. Tough line to walk, but we're told not to talk. But in my dreams and reasons I find designed to so many ways you can hold, letting go of what since birth that you've been sold. No one else has a truth that you can call your own, but you can borrow them until you find it, one that you can call your own. Reasons are yours to find and let flow, and once found you are seriously in the know. Once found you are seriously. They'll tell you how to think and feel, promise you some grand ideal, but their compass won't point this you world home. Seems designed to you have to wander the world alone, so you're letting go of what since birth through the doubt and told. And that's how you'll figure it all out. No one else has a truth that can be loaned, so you can have to find your own. You have to find your own. You have to find your own, and the one that sets your soul alight and fun. My technical advisor It's just this, it's ChatGPT. Okay, so it's a bit of a chat. That's what I said. There we go. ChatGPT. I don't like being distracted. Let's just chill. Let's just use that word. Because this thing is flickering on and off, and I like It's just this. Probably sounds ChatGPT. Absolutely awesome. It probably sounds the best radio I've ever done. ChatGPT. Exactly. I don't like being distracted. Right. Okay. So that was the cosmic weather. Yes, we are making flickering on and off, and I like exactly. Right. Okay. So that was the cosmic weather. Yes, we are making it up as we go. Yes, you're inside the circle now, and I don't know whether to stop. Many other people's lives as well. I think everybody what have I hit? What button have I hit? Broadcasting from the Witch's Waterways.
It's one of those days. It's just one of those days. We're inside the circle. Yes, you're inside the circle now, and I don't know whether to stop. In and out. I was all children. It started. What have I hit? What technology button have I hit? To me is a little bit. I like technology. It's one of those days. It's just one of those days. We're inside the circle. It worries me. I can still see the sharp end of things, and it's like I was all children. It started. There's a lot of people who are very smarter than me to know how to use it. I like do I trust them to do something good for the world? And it's like, well, they're earning megabucks, and they're going to do where the megabucks are, and it's like you need money. And there's a lot of people. So people with technology ideas. One of the few people now that are bought left, right, and centre. People who sit at jobs that they hate because they need to pay the bills, I admire that, respect it, and honour it, but
Elon
they're
Musk
still doing jobs they hate, and it sets up the next generation to do the same. It's probably
people that are
not a good thing, but it
left,
keeps
right,
your
and
life
centre.
stable,
People
and I
who
do
sit at
understand the
jobs
reasons
that they hate
In a lot of
because
ways,
they
they're
need to pay
bought.
bills.
They've been bought and paid.
I admire that, respect
Money
it,
is a
and
great
honour it,
corrupter. But
they're still
Elon
doing
Musk
jobs they
is like
hate,
got
and it sets up
so
the next
much
generation
money.
to do the same.
I mean,
It's
like
probably
he says, it's all
not
in
a good
stocks
thing,
and
but it
shares.
keeps your life
but
stable, and I
it's
do
like
understand
he
the
cannot be
reasons.
bought.
In a
And
lot
I think
of
the
ways, they're
American
bought.
president
bought and paid.
guy, the one that
Money is a
everybody
great
seems to hate.
corrupter.
Elon
He's annoying.
Musk is like
Give
got
him that.
so much money. Whenever I
mean,
have him,
like
he
he says it's all
comes
in
on.
stocks and
I don't know. I
shares,
think
but
it's YouTube or
it's
something.
like he cannot be
I switch
bought.
off. I don't
I
like
think
the
the
voice
American
because he's
president
a
guy,
but
the one that
he
everybody
can't really
seems
be
to hate.
bought. Maybe
I don't know, I
ethics.
think it's YouTube or
There's a
something.
whole shitstorm
I
going
switch
down in
off. I
America
don't like the voice
because they all hate
because
him.
he's
He's
but
doing stuff they
he
don't
can't
want
really
to
be
do.
bought.
I don't get
It's
it
like
that
he's got
much.
his own
All I
money.
do know is that
That's
when you've
kind
got
of like
people that can't be bought,
Yes,
they're
okay, there may be
dangerous.
morals, there may
and
be
I like
ethics.
that.
There's
I
a whole
think,
shitstorm going down in America.
Yeah,
because they all
they
hate him,
have
and
the potential to
he's
do
doing
a
stuff
lot
they
of
don't
good.
want to do.
And
I don't get it
from what
that
I know
much.
far
All I
more
do
about
know
Elon
is that
Musk than
when
I
you've
do
got people
about
that can't be
Trump.
bought,
But
dangerous.
and I like that.
Elon
think,
Musk has certain qualities where he gets very fixed from what I can see. I don't know. All I know is that he's got a lot of money and a lot of people,
Trump,
and he's done a lot of good with inventions and
Elon Musk
rockets,
has
satellites, and
Starlink,
qualities where he gets very fixed from
okay,
what I
he's
can
probably
see.
done a lot of
I
bad
don't
too
know.
to balance it
All
all
I
out.
know is that
Everybody's
he's
in
got a lot of
balance.
money and a
But
lot
once
of
you can't
people,
be bought, it
and
must
he's
be
done a lot
amazing.
of good with
Absolutely wonderful.
inventions
That's to me is like
rockets, satellites,
if you are
and
not a
Starlink.
non-bought
And,
can't buy.
Okay, he's probably done a lot of bad
Now,
too
you
to
see,
balance it all out. Everybody's
I
in
flick
balance.
through my
But once you can't
Facebook
be
feed
bought,
looking for
you know,
astrology stuff.
absolutely wonderful.
And I get pictures of fucking
You are
Excuse
not
the
a
language. Okay, not meant to
non-bought,
use swear
you
words.
can't buy
Be bought,
astrology
paid
stuff.
for. Somebody else pulls
And
that
I get
string.
pictures of fucking
I've switched his voice off as well, but I can't.
Fuck that.
Can't
Keir
do
Starmer.
That guy is like.
is a nasty.
All he's
That
missing
is a nasty.
is a
paid for.
BDSM
Somebody else
outfit.
pulls that
And
string.
he's probably got dozens
No,
of.
I've switched his
It's like
voice
he's
off
wearing
on
a
it
suit
as
and
well,
tie,
but
and it's like he's in the wrong outfit. He should be in a BDSM outfit.
Collar
is
is like a gag, and
All he's
a
missing
silly thing, and gets
is
beaten
a
and stuff.
BDSM
He's
outfit.
submissive
Collars
slave.
and
And
a gag. And a
yeah,
silly
somebody's
thing
been
and
doing
get
that to him
beaten and stuff.
for his
He-
lifetime.
he's-
And
he looks
basically,
like that
he's
is
now
his alter-
That is
he's
his normal
told.
state of being.
He's just set up right. He's
His
going to
BDSM
embarrass yourself.
Sub.
He's
Probably
submissive
got a
slave
stiffy.
while he's
And-
embarrassing himself.
Yeah,
That's the sort of
somebody's been
level
doing that to him for
he's
his
dealing with.
lifetime.
We're dealing with as a
and
prime minister.
basically,
And no,
he's
I would
now
not have voted for
he's
him
told.
ever.
He's just set up right.
I don't
You're gonna
vote for the
embarrass
lesser
yourself.
of evils, and that
And
means
he's
that I haven't voted for a
probably
long time.
got a
Now,
stiffy
if
while
someone
he's
came
embarrassing
along
himself.
who I
That's the
felt
sort of
that was
level
not the lesser of
he's
evils,
dealing with. We're
I
dealing
would
with
seriously
as a
get
prime
involved.
minister.
No,
I
but
would not have voted for it.
if someone came along who I felt right,
was
so let's
not
talk
the
about
lesser of
Hecate.
I would seriously get
Hecate.
involved.
It's got my
But-
name in it.
Okay,
It's like
there's nobody
Hecate.
there. There's
Now.
one coming along. I'm watching carefully.
I'd like to do a podcast on Hecate
never
because
quite know.
Hecate is a lot more. She's
Right,
the
so
triple-faced
let's talk
goddess,
about
triple-headed
Hecate.
goddess, maiden mother crone, all of
Hecate.
that. But
got
that
my
was her
name in it.
new version.
It's like
Now, what I
Hecate.
didn't know about Hecate was
Now.
that she has
I'd like to do a
older,
podcast on Hecate.
older
because
ancient
Hecate
Greek.
is a lot more.
Ancient goes
she's a
beyond the
triple-faced
Greek.
goddess,
And
triple-headed
probably
goddess,
have
maiden
links
mother
to
crone, all of that.
Nyx,
But that was her new
Nyx,
version.
the
Now, what I
Egyptian
didn't know about
goddess.
Hecate
But
is that
it's very
Um,
hard to tell them apart
she
sometimes
has
because
older,
she's the goddess of the crossroads,
older
liminal
ancient
places, yada yada yada.
ancient
But
goes beyond the Greek.
lunar cycles
Probably have links
Nyx
to
is the goddess of
Nyx.
the night,
And
Nyx,
the
in the
Egyptian
old
goddess.
tales. But
It's
Hecate
very
was
hard
a
to tell them
titan.
apart sometimes because she's
Right,
the goddess
so
of the crossroads.
Zeus was afraid
liminal
of her.
places.
Now,
Yada,
as you
yada,
can
yada.
say, she's
But
the goddess of
the
witchcraft.
lunar cycles. Nyx
Fine,
is the
that
goddess
was
of the
all a
night.
very new state
And
for her.
In the
Nyx,
old
the goddess of the
tales,
night, was Egyptians to
Hecate
start
was a
off with,
titan.
and that's primordial
right. So
Zeus was
night
afraid
stuff.
of her. I mean, like
now, as
the
you can
void.
say, she's the goddess of witchcraft.
Before there
Um,
were stars,
Fine,
that sort
was
of level
all a
of
very new state
primordial
for her. mixed
ancient.
goddess
Now,
of the night was Egyptian.
whether they
to start
existed or
off
not,
with, and that's
it
the
doesn't matter.
primordial,
They're archetypes. I'm not
night
worshipping
stuff.
them as
I mean,
gods.
like
I will
before-
say they are gods because that's how our
before
history
there was
systems
stars,
go.
that sort of level
But
of primordial.
what does exactly it mean?
ancient.
Now, what does
Now,
it mean for us?
Whether they
Now,
existed
she
or not,
governs
it
thresholds.
doesn't matter.
Threshold. What does it matter
But
to the fact that
What does
Oh.
exactly it mean? Now, what does it mean for
people
us?
get drawn
You know,
to
she governs
thresholds?
thresholds.
Crossroads.
Crossroads is where they used
what
to
I'm
hang
saying is,
people.
what
You
does
know
it-
those
what does it
cages, those medieval cages.
You know, that
they
there
used
was
to sort
once
of
a goddess
put
of
people in
threshold.
there to
What does
die
it
very
matter to the
nastily,
fact that
eaten by crows, that sort of thing. And
people get
Crossroads
drawn
got
to
a very
threshold?
sinister reputation because obviously there was people
Crossroads
suffering
is
and
where they
dying.
used to hang
And
people.
it's one
You know
of
those
those
cages,
cages, those medieval cages,
Um,
used to sort of people
and
put people in there to die
people
very
who
nastily,
went
eaten by
and
crows,
wanted
that sort of
power
thing.
from the dead.
And
You can see how
Crossroads got a very
necromancy
sinister
was probably
reputation
involved
because
with
obviously there was people suffering and dying.
Hecate
and
was this morning,
and
obviously.
wanted power from
Um,
the dead.
Is
how
Hecate was the
necromancy
threshold
was
guardian of the
probably
dead as well. And the dead,
Hecate,
they reckon, have power because the dead know more.
what I'm trying to say.
Now, how does
is
this
basically
matter
not
to
very
you?
well. I'm not very
Okay.
focused this morning. Obviously.
What
Um,
is your idea
is
of what
Hecate
happens
was the
when
threshold
people
guardian
die? When
dead
you die,
as well.
where do you go?
And the dead, they
Now,
reckon have
I've
power.
listened to an
The
awful
dead
lot
know.
of bollocks.
Now, how does this
with
matter
this
to
subject.
you? Okay. And what
If
is your
Hecate and
idea of
Hell.
what happens
Now,
when
apart from the fact they
people
both
die?
begin with
When
H,
you die, where do you
Hell
go?
was the Viking
Now,
equivalent.
I've listened
She
to an awful
was
lot
had half a face of
bollocks
beauty, half a
over
face of
this
death.
subject.
And again, thresholds,
if
guardians.
Hecate
They both
and
begin with
Hell-
H, but
Now,
apart from that,
they both
it's a little bit
begin
of a
with H.
stretch. But there
Hell
were
was
different
this
Viking
pagan
ideas
She
of
was-
threshold
had half a face
goddess.
of beauty, half a
threshold
face of
gods,
death.
goddesses,
Again,
that
thresholds,
bridge
guardians,
the gap.
They both
And
begin
the,
with H. but apart from
Japanese
that,
one,
it's a little
which
bit
I can't
stretch.
pronounce,
But there were
she
different
kind of gave
pagan
birth to fire and
ideas
died, and then
of
became
threshold
threshold death, goddess guardian.
threshold gods.
Now these are shadow
goddesses
goddesses,
that
definitely
bridge the
goddesses
gap.
of the dark
And
side.
the Japanese
And
one, which I can't pronounce.
It's a matter of what it
gave
means
birth
for
to
you.
fire and died.
And I
then
would
became
say
the threshold
how
death,
you look
goddess
at death.
guardian.
How
These
look
are
at your
shadow
death
goddesses, definitely
really
goddesses
counts
of
for
the
an
dark
awful
side.
There's a girlie
And
on TikTok that I admire
it's a
very
matter
much.
of what
She's a
it means
smart
for
cook.
you.
She used to be a Mormon,
And I would say
and
how you
she
look at death
is
how
now
look
pretty
your
much
death
not.
really
So she
counts for an
left
awful
one of
lot.
the sort of the most
There's a
community
girlie
type
on
religions
TikTok that I
ever.
admire very much.
You know,
She's a
they
smart cook.
birth, deaths,
She
and
used to be a
marriages, and whole
Mormon.
lives are wrapped around their religion.
She lives sort of the most community type religions.
Yeah, I'm trying to
ever.
understand.
they
birth,
nihilism.
deaths, and marriages, and whole
And a
lives
lot
are
of
wrapped
it is
around their
wrapped
religion.
around the
She
fear of
left
death. That must have been quite a heavy
Now
deal.
this is where I get confused. Maybe
She
somebody
looks
can
into
help
nihilism.
have a discussion with me about it.
And because
Yeah,
what
I'm
happens
trying
if
to
you've got no fear of
understand
death? Nihilism.
And they're
a
saying,
lot
oh
of
well,
it is
that's
wrapped around
you know,
the
pretty
fear
much
of death.
impossible. I don't fear death.
This is where I get
I'm trying to
confused.
find in
Maybe
me whether
somebody can
it's
help
ego.
have a discussion.
If my
with
ego
me
is talking, you know, maybe I'm
Because
talking
What
bollocks.
happens if you've got no fear of
When
death?
this body ends,
And they're saying, oh well,
there is
that's
something else.
pretty much impossible.
So why
don't
would
fear
I
death.
fear death?
I'm
And
trying
this
to
is where
find in me
Hecate
whether
is
it's ego.
interesting because
My ego
this
is talking.
another
You know,
being
maybe
that
I'm
doesn't
talking bollocks.
fear death.
When
Neither
this
does
body
hell.
ends,
I mean, it's like there's
something
no
else.
with hell. It's a frozen
So
state.
why
I'm
would
not
I
sure.
fear
I'm
death?
still
And
studying
this is where Hecate is interesting. because
Hecate
this is
teaches that the
another
dark
being
is
that
not
doesn't
emptiness.
fear
It's
death.
the place where
does
transformation
hell.
prepares
I mean,
itself.
it's
to
where-
ignore. Again, shadow realms. Under the moon she
Hecate
waits, not as a
teaches
guide,
that
but
the
as a
dark is
witness
not
to those
emptiness.
brave
It's the
enough
place
to
where
walk the path
transformation
once
prepares
light
itself,
disappears.
where endings breathe before
Okay,
beginnings
again,
return, where
this
you
is
meet the
Hecate
parts of
stuff, and I've
yourself
heard it
that the
before with
daylight
other
prefers to ignore. Again,
gods and
shadow
goddesses.
realms. Under the moon she
The
waits,
night
not as
has
a
a
guide,
different
but as a
type of
witness
clarity.
to those brave
Absolutely,
enough
it
to
does.
walk the path
Most
once
the
light
collective
disappears.
unconsciousness is fairly peaceful
Okay,
at night
again,
because
this is
the
Hecate's
people
stuff,
in
and I've
your
heard it before with
hemisphere
other
are mostly
gods and
sleeping.
goddesses.
Therefore, there's more bandwidth
The night
to go
has a
around.
different type of clarity. Absolutely,
But
it does.
This is the thing. Now, do you believe,
is fairly
like the
peaceful
book
at
I've
night?
just finished reading,
Because
is where you have
the
a
people in your
go down a
hemisphere
tunnel,
are
tunnel
mostly
of light,
sleeping,
and you've
therefore
got
there's more bandwidth to parents, your grandparents, anybody that's passed over,
But
waiting for you to greet you.
This is
You
the
have
now,
a
do you
soul
believe, like the book I've just
recollection. So you
finished
go
reading
through
is
all
where
your
you have a-
life,
go down a tunnel,
and many
tunnel
lives,
of light,
and
you've got
for your
you go through
parents,
it
your
all, and you
grandparents,
see
anybody
your
that's
life
passed
better.
over, waiting
You see
for
your
you
life,
to greet
and
you.
you
You have
judge.
a soul.
It depends on what you read.
Recollection. So you go
That
through all
is
your
what life
people have come back from the dead,
and many
and
lives
they have been resurrected,
and returned or
go through it all,
resuscitated.
and you see your life
and they've
better.
come back
You
and
see
they
your
have
life.
sent
People
light,
have come back from the
angels,
dead, and when they have been resurrected,
Now,
and
brain,
returned or
when starved of
resuscitated,
oxygen,
and they've come back and they have said
hallucinate.
that this is what happens
And
to them.
often
Some people have actually
bits
seen
of
light and purple,
Christ-like figures,
ignore the
beings
dog,
of
light,
physical past.
angels.
So the brain
Hallucinates
the brain
when there
when
is no
starved of
oxygen.
oxygen.
Okay, that tells you that some of these things
often
that people are coming back and
bits
telling us
light and
probably
purple.
complete rubbish. Ignore the dog.
But
reality is
so
not
the
something
brain
we understand very well. And
hallucinates
consciousness
when
we
there
don't
is
understand
no
this very
oxygen.
well.
Okay,
So
that tells
I'm
you
looking
that
into
some
people,
of these
beings
things
like
people are coming back
Hecate.
and telling us
This is how ancient people looked at
But
it.
reality
And I'm making
is not
this
something
a
we
project.
understand very
I
well.
want to know what happens
Consciousness,
after
we
death.
don't understand this very
From pagan
So,
point of views.
well.
Pagan
I'm
point of
looking
view
into
is
people,
one that I
beings like
share.
Hecate. This is how
I've lived
ancient
before,
people
I
looked
remember,
at it. And I'm making this
and I will
a project.
live again.
I want to
Different
know what
bodies,
happens
different
to
stories, but I have lived many times. When I was a kid, I remember being in different bodies.
and I will live again. Different
And that,
bodies,
to me, is a
absolutely
personal thing.
different
I don't have to change your mind about it. I don't need to. I just share it. This is true for
dramas,
me.
different stories.
Because
but
what
I
I
lived
have
many
learned
times.
is that it
When I was a
may
kid, I
not be
remember
true for everybody. If you
different bodies.
have a strong belief in heaven and hell,
that to me is a personal
and
thing.
you
I don't
believe you're
have to
going there,
change your mind about it. I
that
don't
might
need
happen
to-
for you.
I
I
share it.
think
This is
belief
true
is an
for me.
awful, huge part
Because
of
what
it.
I have learned is that it's
And it's awful in a lot of ways because we're bringing in nihilism.
Have a strong belief
bringing
in heaven
in
and hells.
When you die, that's
you
it.
believe you're going there.
Nothing else.
That
Switched
might
off.
happen for you. I
In
think
spite of the
belief is
fact
an
that
awful
quantum
huge
physics,
part of it.
specifically, I quote this often.
And it's
All right, now just that.
nothing else.
If the
Switched off.
consciousness is energy,
In
and
spite
energy
of the
can't
fact
be
that
destroyed.
quantum physics,
Where you going?
specifically, I
You're
quote
changing.
this often.
Energy is just
Basically,
transformed from one state to the next.
Consciousness, energy cannot be destroyed.
This is a deep, heavy
All right,
stuff
now
subject.
just that.
I like
If
the
the consciousness is
subjects
energy,
because it
and energy
faces
can't
the
be
elephant
destroyed.
in the room. If people
Where you
are
going?
frightened
You're
of
changing.
dying, they do all kinds of
Energy is just
stupid
transformed
things.
from one state to the next.
And yeah, I think it needs to be
this
looked
is
at.
this is a deep, heavy stuff
Um,
subject.
We're not going to.
I like deep, heavy
I don't think I'm going to come
because
to
it
any
faces
conclusion
the
that
elephant
it's
in
going
the
to
room.
change everybody.
If people are
But
frightened of dying,
I would like
they
to
do
look
all
at
kinds
it
of stupid
from a nihilistic
And
point of view.
Yeah, I
From
think
where
it needs
you
to
are
be
from an
looked at.
atheist, from where you think
We're not
that there
gonna-
is nothing.
I don't
I
think
think
I'm going to
those-
come to any
that
conclusion
is a little
will
bit
change
sad.
everybody.
I think it's, but it's
I would like
important
to
that
look
these
at
people
it
at least
from a
look
nihilist
at
point of
the
view.
fact, hey, how about rebirth?
where
How
you
about
are an
energy is
atheist,
transformed?
from where you think
And it's
there
just
is
transformed.
I think
Anyway, if
those-
that's made
that
any
is a
sense to
little
you,
bit sad.
let me know.
I think
You can let me know on darkmoon.rocks. That's the website.
look at
Go to
the fact, hey, how
darkmoon.
about
There's
rebirth?
also
How about
silverness.rocks
energy
these
is
days.
transformed?
That's just the hub.
And it's just
That's
trans-
just a
Anyway, if that's
a
made any
link
sense to you, let me know.
provider place.
You can let me know on
I wanted
darkmoon.rocks.
something
That's the
basically
website.
because I've got
Go
Kate
to
Silverness
darkmoon.
is my
There's
Substack.
also silverness.rocks
You've also got
these days.
darkmoon.rocks.
That's just the
Darkmoon
hub.
Rocks.
That's just a-
Substack and weavesofwaves.net.
a link
So yeah, I'm a little bit
provider
putting out.
place.
I was clumping
I wanted
everything
something
under one
basically
subject because I've
I
got
decided
Kate Silverness
that
is
wasn't
my
a good
Substack.
idea. You've also got
Weavesofwaves.net is my
darkmoon.rocks,
coaching
Darkmoon
and
Rocks,
my readings.
Substack.
I
and
would very
weavesofwaves.net.
like it booking
I
for a
decided
reading.
that
I could
that
really
wasn't
do
a
with
good
some
idea.
readings these days.
Weavesofwaves.net
I will
is
be
my
doing a
coaching
reading in a
and
bit, in
my
fact, very
readings.
shortly. So after this
I would
song,
very
I'll
like,
get my
like
cards
it
out
if
and do
people
a
could
reading.
go to that place, weavesofwaves.net, and put a booking. Have a booking for a reading. I could really do with some readings these days. I will be doing a reading in a bit, in fact, very shortly. So after this song, I'll get the cards out and do a reading.
opening your eyes to search for something new, finding inside another mind what resonates so true. A mindset or a lens you've never met before makes your heart lift and sing. Get to meet. Let us make memories of perceptions I want to keep. This is how new worlds are born. There's such a thrill in seeing through a stranger's sight, borrowing their sunrise and holding their night. The way they think, the way they feel, can sharpen your edges or help you heal. Every person is a door untried, another universe tucked inside. Step through gently, step through wise, and let your spirits harmonize. When someone's truth unfolds in your hands, it rewrites your rules and redraws your lands. Their wonder sparks what yours does not hold. Their fire heats what time left cold. Two minds weaving, crossing streams, walking dormant, half-lost dreams. Share your world and let them share. Connection blooms where souls dare.
Somewhere. There we go. There's lots of things I'm trying to do at once. Some days I'm better than others. That's the button. There we go. That's a button. Ray! Ray for buttons. Somewhere. Yes, book a turning point. Okay,
Lots of things
right.
I'm trying to do at
Now
once.
let's focus. Some days I'm better than
turning
others.
point.
Dark moon rocks. That's
On
a button.
Leaves of Waves.
Ray!
Book a
Ray for
reading,
button.
book a
Gonna
session,
do a
book your turning point.
reading now.
The dark moon
Somebody
rocks.
who is listen. Yes,
book
I
a
don't know.
turning
Very,
point.
very
On
short
Leaves of
reading,
Waves.
as in
It's just
gonna do
an
a
original cross.
reading
So,
now.
this is you.
Who is this?
This covers you.
I don't know who
This
that
crosses
person
you.
is. Right?
It's
now,
above
this
you.
is quite a challenge sometimes. It's going to be a
you.
very, very short
Behind
reading, as
you.
in
It's just the original cross. So,
in front of you.
this is you. This covers you.
Okay.
This crosses you. It's above you. Beneath you.
Princess of Cups. Okay,
Behind you.
this is you. So, watery, airy, mostly watery. Okay. Swan-like. Well, we've had swans already this morning, but this is stubbornness with a shell. There is a turtle there. So, and that is a watery, a very,
airy,
very
mostly
stubborn
watery.
creature. It's going to do its way. It's going to do its thing. Its
Swan-like.
way or the
Well, we've
highway.
had
It's like
swans
it's
already
going to
this
do
morning.
its thing.
But
It's
this
beautiful.
is
So you're a beautiful
stubbornness
person.
with a shell.
Whether
There
it's
is a
just
turtle
inside,
there.
it doesn't matter.
And that is
it well does in this world, I very, suppose. very but it's usually a
stubborn
beautiful
creature.
creature.
It's
It's going to
inside
do its
and
way.
out.
It's
And
going
it's
to do
graceful
its
and
thing.
it's
Its way or
flowing
the
and it's
highway.
very
It's like
feminine.
it's.
Gonna do
I'm
its
not
thing.
saying it's a woman.
It's
I'm just
beautiful.
saying
So
it's
you're a
very
beautiful
feminine.
person.
There are some beautiful
Whether it's
flowing
just inside,
feminine
it
men
doesn't
out there.
matter.
They don't all have to be gay, and they don't all have to be sort of going through operations.
Yeah,
And it's
I'm
graceful and it's flowing
But
and it's very feminine.
beautiful flowing
I'm
feminine
not saying it's a woman. I'm just
person.
saying it's very feminine. There's some
and
beautiful flowing feminine
yeah,
men out
it's
there. And they
like
don't all have to
reaching
be
for
gay, and they
something
don't all have to be sort
Now
of
the grace word
going
comes
through
to mind
operations.
here because
Yeah.
grace is a power.
But
The grace of
beautiful
mercy, the
flowing
grace of
feminine
just
person.
embodying
and merciful thought.
yeah, it's
They say
like
that
reaching
the
for
Christ
something
consciousness is the power
Now
of
the
grace.
word comes
And this
to
is
mind
something
here
I
because
believe in.
grace
It's the
is a
power of
power. The
there
grace
is
of
like
mercy,
negative
just
stuff,
embodying-
negative thought forms. But there's also positive. And if there was a positive
They say
thought
that
form
the
that
Christ
flows around this
consciousness
planet,
is the power of grace.
there has
This
to
is
be
something
because
I
there's a
believe.
negative
It's
one.
the power
And
of-
we're well aware of the
there
negative
is like
one.
negative
and it corrupts
stuff,
people and
negative.
embodies
There has
the
to be
power
because there's
of
a negative
grace.
one. And
The
we're well
power
aware
of the
negative
Christ
one.
consciousness. and it's the power of just beauty.
Well, there is the opposite.
And being,
And this person,
yeah, positive
whoever
is,
I'm
but
reading
positive is also witnessing the positivity.
power of
You don't have to get involved.
the
It's
power
just a
of the Christ
beautiful state, and you
And
have
it's the
access to
power
it. You
of
have access
just
to the
beauty,
shadow. You've definitely been
being-
through the cruelty.
Yeah,
and,
positive is
the
also
the negative side. But
You don't have
deep
to get
down, deep
involved.
in your purpose,
It's
your
just
soul
beautiful
level,
state.
right? You
And
have access to the
it.
state
You
of
have access
grace,
to the shadow.
and it's
definitely
something been through the cruelty
that
and,
you should cherish,
because I cherish
the
this.
negative side.
But if I
deep
see
down, deep
somebody
in your
who is
purpose,
tapped
your
into
soul
the law of
level,
grace, it
right,
is
you
something
have
magnificent
access to the
beautiful.
state of grace.
And the
And
people
it's
that I know that are tapped in that way are people that make a big difference.
Because I
in the world.
cherish this.
And they do a quiet
Um,
difference most
If
of
I
the
see
time.
somebody
It's
who
not a
is
massive
tapped
thing,
into the law of grace,
but it's holding a
it is something
state,
magnificent.
holding a frequency,
And
that's,
they
and
do
I
a
thank
quiet
you for it
difference
because
most
it's sometimes
It's not a
shit
massive
job.
thing, but it's
You
holding
have
a state,
the Knight of
holding a
Swords
frequency
covering you. This is
that
somebody of
is
a
so,
preacher
so
of action.
You know,
It's
you are
pushing
the
you into a
counterbalance
certain
to
level,
the
and
Epstein
sometimes you
story.
need a push. Sometimes
And I thank you for
the state of grace is kind of like
job.
stagnant, and it needs a little
You
bit of
have,
action.
the Knight
And
of Swords covering.
You're
This is
covered by the
somebody
Ace of
a preacher
Discs,
of
so it's
action.
beginning of new financial
It's
stuff.
pushing you into a certain
And it's not
level,
your
and
ideal of a
sometimes you
good
need a
time.
push. Sometimes,
However, if
the
you
state
can
of
embody
grace
grace,
is kind of like
into the
stagnant,
financial
it needs a
industry,
financial stuff.
trust the flow.
And it's not your
Trust the flow.
ideal
This
of a
time,
good time.
sometimes I'm not one
However,
that says I don't
you can
trust the flow.
embody grace,
But
into
trust the flow.
financial industry.
Use this other.
Something
Get involved with this other
positive,
person who
something
has got action and got knowledge.
into that.
Trust the flow of it.
Trust
It's a
the
good
flow.
investment.
Trust the flow.
It
This time,
has some
sometimes
bumpy
I'm
parts
not one
along
that
the way,
says
which
I
you
don't
know.
trust the flow.
But it is
But
the
trust the flow.
fool is
Use
above
this-
you.
this other-
Time to be
get
foolish.
involved with this other person
It may
who's
all
got action,
end in
got
tears, but it may
knowledge.
not. And it's
Trust
just
the flow
telling
of
you
it.
to take
It's
a
a
leap
good
of
investment.
faith. I
It
hate leaps
has
of
some
faith
bumpy parts along the
intimately.
way, which you know.
Okay, but I've done
But
them.
it is
And
the
each
the
time I've
fool
done
is
them,
above
something's
you.
magical
Time
has
to be
happened.
foolish.
So
It
for
may
this
all
beautiful
end in
person,
tears, but it
this
may
person
not.
that embodies
And
the,
it's just
the
telling
Christ
you to take a
consciousness,
leap of faith.
right? There's the
I
seed
hate
of it,
leaps of faith
and it can
intimately.
take you far.
Okay, but I've done
But you're going to have to
And
take
each
care of
embodies
investing your
Christ
finances
consciousness, right?
into
There's the
making this
seed of
leap
it.
of faith.
and it
Behind you
take
is
you
wealth.
far.
So in other
But
words, you've
you're
got
gonna
the
have to
wealth.
take a leap of faith.
You have the
Some of
financial
waters
backing.
that you're going to tread
But
on are
should you,
financial.
shouldn't you, should you, shouldn't you?
And
It's a
matter of
dreadful
investing your
decision.
finances,
But I'm saying,
into
go
making
for
this
it.
leap of
The Ace of Discs there is
Behind
saying
you is
it's
wealth,
not
so
promising
in other words, you've got the wealth.
instant results,
You have the financial
which is
backing,
kind of good.
but
You want
should
long-term
shouldn't
results.
should
You want to
shouldn't
invest in the
It's
future,
a dreadful
not
decision.
sort of
But
tomorrow
I'm
afternoon.
saying, go
And
for
beneath
it.
you is the
Ace of
star, so
Discs
you've got the
there is
fool on
saying
top of
It's
you,
not
and
promising
the star beneath you.
instant results.
And the star is reach higher.
Good.
You can go
want
better.
long-term
You have
results.
the
You want to invest in
capabilities
the future.
of how to have.
And the star,
Yeah, I
beneath
mean,
you.
the
And the
legends
star
of
is
like
reach
Christ
higher.
and all of that
You can
nailed to
go
the cross and
better.
stuff.
You have the
And a lot of
capabilities
people who
of
have
grace
embodied it.
and
I think
using
people like
that,
Joan of
using
Arc
that
and
power.
you know, the saint, the people
And
that are
it's
really
not an
good
easy
and
power
true.
to have.
They are very rare.
Yeah, I mean,
You have it
the
within you.
legends
I'm
of,
not
like,
saying you've
Christ
always
and all of that
embraced it.
nailed to the
I'm
cross
saying
and
it's
stuff.
within you.
And a lot of
And if
people
you
who
can
have embodied it,
remember
I think people like
to
Joan of Arc
how
and,
it was done,
you know, the people
because
that
it's
are really
very
good and
much
true.
the
They
ideal
are
of the
very
angel.
rare.
Now,
You have
Christianity
it. I'm
and
not
the
saying
Abrahamics
you've
have
always
walked
embraced
in.
it. I'm saying
Abrahamic
it's within you.
specifically
can
took the
remember-
angel and turned them
remember
into this sort
how
of
it was done.
white-winged,
because
beautiful
it's
person.
very much the
And
ideal of the angel.
that
Now,
idea came from something.
Christianity.
Now, the
and
actual
Abrahamics
angels, the
have
watchers,
walked in.
probably weren't.
Abrahamic.
But what I'm saying is
specifically
go
took
for the
angel and
highest
turned them,
ideal.
into this sort of
Because
white-winged,
you've got a time
beautiful
where it's going to
person.
hurt.
Yeah.
And
That
there is, like,
idea came from something.
get your health
Now,
together.
the actual
You're gonna have
angels,
to
the
watch your
watchers,
health.
probably were.
So there is like a
But
small
what I'm
window
saying is go for the
of the fool and
highest
the stars,
ideal.
between the fool and the stars.
Because you've got a time
and then
where it's going to
You're going to have to watch your health.
Now,
because
there
it's
is,
like you've got a
get your
certain
health
amount of
together.
spoons.
You're gonna have
Where
to
are you
watch
going
your
to
health.
invest them?
So there is like
And I would say go for it. It will hurt anyway,
of the
whether
fool
you
and
do
the
or not.
stars. Between the fool and the stars.
Let's go a little bit further to see.
And then you're going
gonna have to watch
past
your health,
the
because
health
it's like
industry.
Abundance.
You've got a certain amount of
It'll
spoons.
work out.
Where are you going to
There is some
invest?
pain, but it
And
will
I would
work
say
out.
go for it. It will hurt
Step
anyway,
into
whether
that
you do or not.
investment.
Work
Let's
with
go
that
a little
person
bit further
who's
to
a
see.
little bit sort of
Fast.
healthy. It's moving a little
Abundance.
bit fast.
It'll
but it's
work
well
out.
worth it.
There
And
is
there's
some
3
pain,
other
but
people
it will
that
work
this
out.
person works with.
Step into
And
that.
they're all
that
heading in the same
investment.
direction. Follow them.
Work with that person.
Go with them.
who's a little
You
bit
can always
sort
turn
of
away later
fast.
if you feel you
Moving a
haven't
little
got the
bit
health for
fast.
it.
But it's
But
well
it's
worth
going
it. And there's
someplace.
3 other people.
You can always turn
Any
away
questions?
later. Get
you
on
feel
to
you haven't got the health for it.
weavesofwaves.net
And I
it's
can
going
do you a
someplace
reading next.
that
Okay.
will change
Let's
the
play a
system.
true
Change Get on to
sovereign kingdom.
weavesofwaves.net.
And I can do you a reading next. Okay, let's play a tune. What have we got? Sovereign kingdom. Freedom is a state of mind. Just like I choose to be kind, I take what belongs to me and set that which is not free. Truth across each feather. Indigo sees what reach in and take your freedom, for inside is your sovereignty. Reach in and take your freedom, for inside is your sovereign kingdom. Reach in and take your freedom, for sovereign cave stand in the center of your breath. Own your pulse and defy their death. Break the patterns that cling and claw. You are written in your own law. The truth is older than their fear. Step within, your path is clear. No outside voice can claim your throne. You walk your fate. Walk it alone.
The claim,
No
feel the
outside
bind,
voice can claim
keep your center,
you walk your fate.
free your
Walk
mind,
it alone.
break the claim,
The crown you wear
center,
is
free
born,
your mind,
not earned. The crown you wear is born, not earned. A fire lit, a lesson learned. Return, reclaim, become the one, the night-born child of the moon and sun. Return, reclaim, become the one,
never own
the night-born child of the moon and sun.
You are the king. You walk alone, but never lost, never owned. Break the claim, clear the bind, keep your center, free your mind. Break the claim, clear the bind, keep your center, free your mind. Yours. Always you.
Apparently my encoder is all set up wrong.
I had 6,000 encoder and it's all, this is too much for me sometimes. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's heal things. Let's do some healing. Apparently my encoder is all set up wrong. I had 6,000 encoder and it's all, this is too much for me sometimes. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's heal things. Let's do some healing. Spell of healing. That'll do.
Soften now, let the weight release. Every holding dissolves. Oh, it dissolves into pure, total peace. Soften now, let the weight release. Every holding does dissolve into total peace. A spell of gentle wind. The body knows. Breathe in light. Breathe out. Stone. To hell, you are not alone. Oh, the rhythm rest in light, where healing rivers breathe out. Stone, where rivers learn. You are held. You're not alone. Soft, really not alone. Softer than you knew. We are here. Softer still. Each cell remembers how to heal. Drop by drop, the strength returns. It returns. You can feel it in your blood. Drop by drop. Let it go. Gentle. The doing is done. Gentle as you are enough. Enough, just as you are, just as one. So let it go. The doing is done. Pain, you are enough, but not the whole. It passes through like weather. Your body whispers, rest. Resting, you come back together. You come back together. The world will wait. The world will wait while you gather yourself gather into care. Slow. Sink deeper into care. Every breath brings. It brings stillness. Like roots in winter beneath the snow. So soften now. Deeper into care. Every breath. You've carried so much, carried so far. Rest is not weakness. Rest is the art of remembering. Of remembering of who you are when you're strong. Carried so much, carried so far. Rest is not to heal, safe to feel. Rest, gentle, is an art for this is real. It's an art of remembering, safe to who you are when you're strong. Drop by drop, drop by drop. Strength returns, drop by drop. Each cell remembers how to heal. Breathe, release, receive. Breathe, release, receive.
healing come.
Let it come.
Just believe. Believe the breathe and release and receive. You're safe to heal, safe to feel. Gentleness.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice to just to take a deep breath. I've got to get this book. It's like it's embarrassing. I don't like embarrassing myself. They also used to say that embarrassment is an erection of the head. That was nice to just. I don't know about that, but it's certainly. I'm trying to get YouTube to work. It's like it is working. It's embarrassing. I don't like but it's the sort of bit. They also used to say that embarrassment. There's teething troubles. I remember I had a good month. Don't know about the radio up and running. It's certainly. I got to remember that there was a good month. Twitch was easy because it was very forgiving. It's the sort of bit toner and bit rate and all of that. There's teething troubles. I remember YouTube is not so forgiving. Month of trying to get the radio. And I'm worried about whether my songs going to get copyrighted, but they're allowed. It's very forgiving. And I still am trying to learn GarageBand so I can make my own songs, my own not music. So forgiving. That would be nice. You know, if I didn't have worried about stuff, whether my songs going to get. But we're still ticking along. We're making progress, which is they're allowed sometimes. It's just keep moving. And I still am when trying you get to learn stuck. GarageBand, you get depressed so I can make my own songs, my own music. Just keep moving. That would be nice. You know, if I didn't have in and out. Don't hold your breath. Making songs. Never we're still ticking along. We're making progress, which is all I ask sometimes. Just keep moving. It's always the way. Stuck, that's where you get depressed and miserable. Just keep moving. Just in and out. Don't hold your breath. Never ever hold your breath. I think that's kind of. I hope so. I hope I'm better than this than I think. Because I do enjoy it. I'm just going to get better at it. Right, keep Medusa, going. Medusa.
You're better than this than you think.
Twice.
Darknet Radio.
I hope so. I hope I'm better than this than I think. Because I do enjoy it. I'm just going to get better at it. Right, Medusa, Medusa. So good they named her twice. Yeah, that works. They don't want you to see yourself inside her face. They don't want you to know or share their secrets. They never tell the real story. No, they never do. They just show the monster, hide the woman from the view. Snakes for hair and eyes that turn men to stone. Let your fury be holy. Wear your scars like armor bright. Let your no become a fortress. Your boundaries pure and right. She was beautiful once, a priestess, soft and pure. Served in Athena's temple, her devotion was so sure. Untouched and holy, living close to divine. He took what wasn't his, he violated until Poseidon decided her body was his right. They spoke, they condemned, they didn't hold their breath. They said, bad woman, evil woman, softness really cost. Her beauty became a weapon in a battle she had lost. Temple and all the gods and all the people standing near punished her for seduction, blamed the victim, made it clear. From that moment she was cast out, banished, demonized, made into something ugly in their Jewish cursed while he walked free, transformed for being prey, not because she became evil, but refused to look away. He walked free while she was cursed. She was transformed for being prey.
She became what the world demanded, forced her hand to be. Not a monster
Used to look away,
but a mirror, so you see. She reveals the shadow lurking deep in the hearts
let
of
your
men.
fury be holy.
Exposes what
Wear your
they
scars
carry.
like armor bright.
They won't
Let your no
acknowledge
become a
them.
fortress. Your boundaries pure and right.
Those who came with fear or domination turned to stone. Those who come
From
in
that
peace
moment she
just
was
walk
cast
away,
out, banished,
deceased,
demonized,
unshown.
made into something ugly
Ready
in their
to face
judgmental
themselves,
eyes.
the truth inside their chest.
Not because
She
her
simply
soul
holds
turned
the
dark
mirror.
or cruelty took the throne,
Let's
but because
do
she
the
wouldn't
rest.
play nice and wouldn't soften her tone. They call her dangerous now because she wouldn't let men near, because she learned to freeze them, the penetrating sneer.
She's the face of women who finally had enough. Enough betrayal, abandonment, when life turns bitter and rough. Enough, be gentle, be kind, and forgive them every day, while being ripped apart inside in every single way.
Medusa, Medusa, the woman they couldn't break. Medusa, Medusa, protection, not vengeance she makes. When you've been hunted through, your softness turns to stone, a fortress for survival when you're standing all alone.
Too angry, too on guard. Maybe you're protecting that
Became
young
what
girl.
the world
whose
demanded,
life was seriously
forced her
scarred.
hand to be
The girl that
not
no
a
one else
monster in the
protected when
darkness,
she needed someone
but a
new.
mirror, so
Maybe
you
it's not
see.
you at all. Maybe it's all them, my dear.
She's the face of women who finally have had enough. Enough betrayal, abandonment when love turns bitter rough. She reminds us when we're left to stand and self-defend. We become the fire, the storm that will not bend. We become
Medusa,
legend,
Medusa,
the
we don't need
stars
to be
above.
saved. Medusa,
All because
Medusa,
we just
remember
tried to
how
love.
we're made. We're the storm, the fire, the legend and the law. The woman they couldn't break, and we'll walk through that sacred door.
Let your fury be holy. Wear your scars like armor bright. Let your no become a fortress. Your boundaries pure and right.
See, Medusa is always such a controversial figure for me because I get angry at it. So if there's a trigger, I see a red flag. I get angry at the mistreatment she had because I've seen it in my world. I've seen it in my life. See,
Medusa
and I've
is
seen it in
always
many,
such
many
a
other people,
controversial
other
figure for me
women's life,
because
right?
I get
Now,
angry at it. So if there's a
I'm
trigger,
angry
there's
that
I
a
see
guy
red
looked
flag.
at
I
her,
get
said,
angry
right,
at
I'm
the
going to have her,
mistreatment she had.
fucked
Because
up
I've
her
seen
life,
it in
right? She was
my
quite
world,
happy,
I've seen it in my life,
right, being a priestess of
and I've
Athena.
seen it in
Now,
many other people,
two,
other
another
women's
girlie comes
life,
along,
right?
and says,
Now, one,
ooh,
I'm
he
angry that
he
a
looked
guy
at
looked
you
at her
instead of
said,
me,
right, I'm gonna
and
have her,
I'm going to
and
screw
fucked
you
up
over.
her life,
Like it's
right?
the girlie's
She was
fault.
quite happy,
Right? So
about being a
Medusa has got
priestess
it
of
coming in
Athena.
from
Now,
both sides. Two,
and I think the lesson
another
is
girlie
there.
comes along.
We all know
and says, the guys that look at you and
he
think
looked
they
at
can have
you
you,
instead
right?
of
We've
me,
known that,
and I'm going to
and it's all
screw
coming
you
out
over.
all over the place.
Like it's the
Two,
girlie's fault.
we also know the
Right?
girlies
So Medusa has
that
got it
get
coming in
jealous
from both sides,
and it's like,
and I think the
I
lesson
don't want
is
your
there.
man.
We all
I don't even know why you want your
the
man.
guys
And
that
they
look
can't
at you
get
and
that.
think they can
And
have
it's like,
you.
right,
We've known that.
it's
and it's
daft.
all coming out.
There's
all over
something
the place.
mentally
Two,
wrong.
we also know
That
that
they don't
girlies
understand that. It's
get
stupid
jealous.
IQ levels. I don't
It's
know.
like
But
I don't want your man.
then
I don't even
Athena
know why you want your man.
goes out
They can't
and
get
she
that.
does
And it's
something
like-
that's like in between
This-
good and
it's
bad.
Daft. There's
Right?
something
She turns her into a monster. Turns
They don't
her,
understand
is it
the
a
stupid
rival?
IQ levels. I don't know.
Athena was meant to
But
be sort of virgin goddess
then
anyway. So
Athena
what
goes out.
There's
and she
some
does something that's
unexplained
like
bits.
in between good and bad.
And she turns
Right?
her rival
She
into a
turns her
monster.
into a monster.
That
Turns
can really
her
is a
a
powerful
rival.
force. So she gives Medusa.
Athena was meant to be
Here,
sort of virgin
on a
goddess
plate.
anyway. So
You're going to be a monster,
what was
but you're also
there's
going to
some
have power.
unexplained bits.
It's
And
the whole
She
story.
turns her rival into
I
a
think
monster
there's big missing bits.
that can really
But it
is
intrigues
a powerful force. So she gives
So I'm still in the
Medusa.
sort of the Medusa
Here,
energy.
on a plate.
Obviously,
You're gonna be a
so
monster,
right, let's shift
but
the
you're also
energy.
gonna have
I'm very
power.
good at shifting energies.
It's the whole
And we're going to go
story.
with Taoism
I think it's
to end today's.
but it intrigues me.
The 4th
So
of
I'm
March.
still in the
This
sort
is
of
from
Medusa
365
Obviously.
days of the Tao.
So,
So, right, let's shift the energy.
I'm very
If
good at
not
shifting
this, then what?
Shift.
And we're going to go
If
with
we had no
Taoism.
body, what trouble could touch us? At first
4th of
glance,
March.
this
This
reads
reads
like
like
escapism.
escapism.
But Lao Tzu was not asking his readers to dream of shedding
If
skin
not this,
or abandoning the world.
then what?
His question is rhetorical.
If we had no body,
what
what
purpose
purpose
is to
touch
stretch our thinking? At first glance,
Not to
this
relocate
reads
us
like
to a cave.
escapism. But Lao Tzu was
Later
not
Buddhism
asking his
thought
readers
would
to
take
dream
the idea
shedding
of
skin
no
or
self
abandoning the world.
much further.
His question is
But
rhetorical.
Lao Tzu's point is subtler.
purpose
He does not say
is
the
to
body is
stretch
a trap.
our thinking.
He asks us to
Not to
imagine the
relocate
kind
us
of
to a cave.
freedom that exists within
Later
it,
Buddhism
not
thought would
beyond
take
it.
the idea of
The
no
classic,
self
classic metaphor
much
helps.
further. But
A
Lao
moonlit
Tzu's point is subtle.
Moonlight
He does
reflected
not
in
say the
water
body is a trap.
be a blood moon
He asks us to
reflecting water.
imagine the kind of freedom that exists.
The image is real,
in it,
but it has no
not
substance. It cannot be held or bruised.
Classic
When
metaphor
you throw a
helps.
stone, the moon remains.
A moonlit
Lao Tzu's
moonlight
verse invokes
reflected
something
in
similar.
The
The
you
you that suffers is not the
The image is
totalitarian of your
but
being,
it has no substance.
but a
It cannot be
surface
held or bruised.
something that
When
ripples
you throw a stone,
but does not define.
That's his verse
Pain
invokes
passes
something
through
similar.
but does not settle
The
in.
you
The deeper
that
presence,
suffers
like the
is not
moon,
the totalitarian
stays
of your being.
untouched.
But the
Ooh,
surface,
I like that.
something that ripples, but does not
To
define.
live as if one had no body
Pain
does
passes
not
through,
mean to
but
ignore the
does not
body.
settle in. It means to
The
stop
deeper
letting it
presence,
dictate
like
your
the
sense of
moon,
identity.
stays untouched.
I
You
like
eat, you sleep, you bleed, you ache, and yet
to live
none of
as
these
if one had no
has to
body
rule your sense of
does
what
not
is
mean to
real.
ignore the body.
The body is a
Stop
sight of
letting
great
it
noise,
dictate your sense of
but
identity.
it's not the only one. Beneath it, or perhaps just beside it, is something weightless
none of these
that can witness without flinching.
The
That's
body
his
is a
question,
sight of
becomes a
great
doorway.
noise. But it's not the only one.
What if you could remain aware of
Beneath
pain
it, or
without
perhaps just
becoming
beside
it?
it, is something weightless that can witness without.
Ah, now this is why I like Taoism.
That's his question. Becomes a
If
doorway.
we had no body, what trouble
What if you could
touch
remain
us?
aware of pain without
Because
becoming it?
I've struggled with this. When I am in pain,
Now this is why I like
I
that.
tend to sort of put it up.
If we had no
Make
body,
it the whole thing. I don't
what
like
trouble
it.
to touch us?
It's like, ugh.
Because
And if
I've
it doesn't
struggled
touch the whole of me,
When
though,
I am
that's
in
why I
pain.
retreat in. I go and find my beach, I find my
I tend to
volcano, I
sort of
find my forests,
put it
my
up.
woods,
Yeah, make it
I
the whole
find
thing. I don't like it.
flight, and things like that. In other words, I always thought that was escapism. I'm
It
escaping
doesn't
from the
touch
pain
the
of the
whole
body.
of me, though. That's why I
But
retreat in.
I go and
If
find
you
my
could
beach,
remain
I
aware
find
of the
my
pain without
volcano, I
becoming
find
aware,
my forests,
becoming
my woods.
it. I find
I got to think lots on that.
flights
That's
and
why
things like
I'm
that.
doing
In other words,
Taoism.
I
I
always
like
thought
that.
that was escapism. I'm escaping
Okay,
the pain of the
we're
body.
that's all we got time for
But
you today. Yeah, it's been a bit of a mishmash one today, but we're going to get better, going to get brighter. We're
I gotta
still
think
fairly
lots
new
on
at this.
That's
And,
why I'm doing
Yeah,
Taoism.
love you
I
lots.
like
Take care of yourselves and each other. See
Okay,
you tomorrow at 8.
that's all we've
Absolutely.
got time
On the
for you
dot
today.
of 8. Don't be late.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a mishmash one today, but We're going to get better, going to get brighter. We're still fairly new at this. And, yeah, love you lots. Take care of yourselves and each other. See you tomorrow at 8. Absolutely. On the dot of 8. Don't be late.
I'm here to ignite. My words are blades and balm. Present stirs what's been buried deep. I am no longer asking for permission to speak. The ones that can hold me are already waking. A message for the ones who've also seen too much. You've been told, soften, dim, dilute. But I see what you're really carrying. I'm not here to fix it. I'm here to call you up. You're not alone. You're not broken. You're a catalyst, same as me. Welcome home.
You're not a helper. You're a threshold girl.
I work to those who are buried, so broken, and themselves sit.
Here to
Not to rescue, but to reflect. You're tired of bypassing,
just early.
of hiding your flame. I'm here to show you how to weave your pain to power. And soften the fire. Rebuild from the ashes. Stop pretending you're not already power. This is a message to the one that's always been too much. You've been told to soften, dim, dilute, but I see what you're really carrying. I'm not here to fix you, I'm here to call you up. You're not alone, you're not broken, you're a catalyst,
You're not
same
a
as
helper.
me. Welcome
You're a
home.
threshold guardian. Not here to coddle.